It's Thursday, March 8th, and I'm a creature from the vlog. Creatures from the vlog are having a really hard time making this video. I just shot a little bit of footage of my jellyfish tank, but it didn't really go so well. I'm not going to upload all of it because otherwise everybody's going to get motion sickness. Since my laptop webcam is what I use to make these videos, and I don't really have a camera that I can actually take, like, record. I do have a camera that I can like record a video on, but I don't know how good it'll be, and it definitely won't have any sound, but I guess that doesn't really matter. I guess I'll try that. You'll see the quality when it gets uploaded. But since this laptop, obviously, like, you can see the screen, so the screen reflects in the tank, and it makes it difficult to see things. I really am loving my jellyfish tank. It's kind of surreal. I like think to myself sometimes, like, oh, I have to remember to feed my jellyfish today, and then I'm like, I get to feed jellyfish today. Wow. I already killed one of them. I was really upset by it. I woke up on Monday and I found that one of my jellyfish was stuck underneath the rocks, and when I freed it, its bell got ripped, which isn't a death sentence. But it's still not good. And the jellyfish art handbook suggests that you keep the tank really clean after that, and make sure you do a water change, and just like make sure it gets more food so that way it can grow back. So I really made my tank kind of dirty the very first day that I fed them, because I just used so much more food than like you were actually supposed to. And it was like for several reasons. I just wanted to make sure I had enough food since it was my first time doing it, and then I didn't want to like fuck it up. And then also, since I have 4 cleaner creatures, I have 2 snails and 2 hermit crabs, I wanted to make sure that there was enough food for all of them rather than just like 3 jellyfish. I thought maybe that I would need more. So my tank was kind of dirty, so on Monday I had tried to clean the tank using the feeding pipette, which is actually just a turkey baster, but I wasn't really like very successful at it. So I then took the rocks out. Some of the rocks are called live rock, and they have bacteria colonies on them. I didn't take those out, but I took the other type of rocks out, and I like rinsed them, and then I put them back in the tank, and I used like this vacuum hose to clean all the food that's on the bottom after I let it settle, and it's just one of those vacuum hoses that like you put one end of the hose up and then the other end of the hose on the bottom, and then you just like suck on it a little bit, and then like it just like creates a water flow. It was one like that, so I severely underestimated the pull of that, so I got sort of near one of the smaller jellyfish, Medusa, and it had like a huge chunk of food nearby it. So then I was kind of like, oh, Medusa's not really moving, so maybe if I just like point it in the opposite direction and like come near it, like I'll be able to get that food, like it shouldn't be a problem. And like Medusa is still bigger than the end of this vacuum hose, so like she'll be able to get away. If she does get sucked, like maybe she'll just get hurt a little bit. I don't want to rip her bell too, but like that's like, it looks like it's what I'm gonna have to do. And then she got tore through the vacuum hose and died, and it was really traumatizing. I was really upset about it. I'm not getting emotional right now, I promise you, but I was really upset at myself about it. I mean, just because like everybody's been talking about like the jellyfish tank seems like too much work, and like it is a lot of responsibility. So within 3 days of me actually having one of the jellyfish die because I made a mistake, I just got really down on myself. So then I didn't go to school on Tuesday because of it, which ended up being a really good decision, not only because I got to play a bunch of Skyrim, but also because I would have missed my first class of the day because NJ Transit had an hour and a half delay that day, and then I had my second class canceled. So I would have been on the train for 3.5 hours for an hour and a half weight training class, which isn't worth it. So the big jellyfish that's left is named Willard. The tiny jellyfish that's left is named Nauta, after Fooly Cooley. I'm wearing that shirt today. I have 2 hermit crabs. One is Highlander, one is Wander. Wander is the name of the main character from Shadow of the Colossus. I named Highlander that. The reason I named the other hermit crab Highlander was because he ripped Wander out of its shell, and then stole his shell, and then later decided he didn't like Wander's shell that much, so then ripped Wander out of his old shell and took his old shell back. So Highlander gets what he wants. He doesn't fuck around. Seriously. I haven't really named the snails yet. I'm thinking one of the snails is named Dick, but I don't know, like, how to differentiate the 2 snails. So one of them is named Dick, and I guess the other one should just be named Dick too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have that much to talk about. School sucks. School sucks, guys. I guess I'll see you guys around.